Ladies and gentlemen, believers, hivelings, and everyone in between, I am your host, the Golden Ace, aka the Ace of WDPW, the Ace of Resolution. And if you hear my voice, that means it is time for one thing, and that is Golden Report. We are here once again with Golden Report. And, oh, look, there he is. There's Karen. I found Donovan. Karen's already in here.
Oh, good. Y'all want to talk about WVPW Live. I'm glad y'all love that. I have forced commentators.
Ew.
That's what I was doing. It ran over.
Oh, well, like I said, we got Karen is already in here,
sorry.
Donovan.
I'm very sorry about that, Isaac. I have show run over, and I didn't mean for that to happen.
No, it's
I
cool.
was having some issues. It's on Twitch too, so I kind of am just live over.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So, today, like I said, welcome to Golden Report. Today is a special day because it is Impact Day. It's not like Rusev Day. It's kind of like Rusev Day. Just I don't know. Yeah.
No, you know what day it is? You know what today is? I gotta do this. You know what today is, Isaac?
What is today?
Gold Day, because it's all about the Golden Warrior. I mean, you're on like 2 out of 3 shows, plus Impact. You love Rosemary. This is like your top day for wrestling.
It really is. It used to be Wednesdays, but now it's kind of made its way to Fridays since Impact made the move. Anyway, with us here today is, as always, is the ruler of all hosts. Donovan is here, as well as we have a special guest today. We always enjoy having her on this show. We have Karen, aka Coco, Karen, aka Coco, is joining us today. How are you doing, Coco?
AKA, thanks for the gold cards. Isaac's girlfriend. That's the gold card, please.
How are you doing, Karen?
I'm alright.
No, I disabled commentary on that so I can be on here.
Okay.
Y'all can watch Golden Warrior win while you listen to him talk.
So
that's actually happening. You're in your tag title rematch right now.
Wow, that is amazing. So while we're here today, a lot of things to build up to this weekend. One of the things we're going to cover Impact. We're going to give a preview of Impact tonight. We're gonna delve into something more Impact related. Basically, it's Impact Day. It's Impact Day. Where nothing matters except today except Impact.
Day,
no, it is. Today is the day where because it is Friday, Impact Wrestling is the main focus of what we're talking about. So,
Golden Warrior is what we're talking about.
So tonight, here are the things that are going down tonight. First of all, last night, if you missed it, in AEW, Kenny Omega, though none of us should really be surprised.
None of us really are surprised.
He's really, come on. Kenny Omega has been announced. He is not only just on the AEW roster, but he is one of the 4 executive vice presidents for AEW. And as well as that, also announced was Aja Kong is going to be at Double or Nothing. Kenny Omega is probably going to fight Chris Jericho. Hangman Page is going to fight Pac. The Lucha Brothers is going to fight the Young Bucks. There's a lot. SCU, SoCal Uncensored. Two of us members of SoCal Uncensored are going to face 2 members from AEW, from 2 tag team members from OWE, which is Oriental Wrestling Entertainment in China, which, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's basically like watching a kung fu martial arts movie mixed with pro wrestling. And it looks just wonderful. Like, my gosh, it looks gorgeous. So there's that.
Yeah, I know, right? This is amazing. He gets talk while he fights. That's great.
What else is going on? So that was basically just a run through of everything that happened at AEW. We're not going to get that big into that. First piece of news. However, that is, although like I said, that is big news.
Although
But-
the Lucha Brothers showing up was great.
Yeah, like I said, they're gonna fight. They did show up unannounced, and they kind of lay waste to the Young Bucks.
Which was great. I want to see that match.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see
Yeah,
that match.
if you didn't see now, mind you, they have fought before. The Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers have fought before. The Young Bucks made the trip down south to Mexico to go fight them.
Good match.
It was say what?
It was a good match.
Oh yeah, it was a hell of a match. Hell of a match. He went like 20 minutes. So yeah, they have fought before. That match is indeed on YouTube. So but yeah, the Bucks and the Lucha Brothers have fought each other before, but this is something different. It's probably going to be way different than it was last time. Personally, I'm excited for Pac versus Hangman Page. I believe we know how good they are. Hangman is literally just getting better. We already know how good Pac is. So the fact that they're going to be
Especially without those slow wrestling restrictions.
Pac without restrictions is great. So that is definitely going to be probably match of the night. Aside from the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers and Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, Pac versus Hangman Page is probably going to be match of the night. I mean, I think we can all agree about that, right?
Oh yeah.
Karen, did you watch the AEW press conference last night?
No, I did not.
Oh, well then this is all news to you then. Well, like I said, Kenny Omega didn't surprise any of us by showing up in AEW. Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix, who are also part of Impact, they're going to fight the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing. Kenny Omega is going to fight Chris Jericho at Double or Nothing, and all those other stuff. That's on May 25th.
Yes, I know. Matthew Lade is getting his ass kicked like that.
So, and then, but however, here's what I really wanted to delve into. The first big thing I wanted to delve into is
Brock Lesnar, you said the first big thing.
okay. As soon as I find the damn thing, because I have it here, or at least it should. Hang on,
Yes,
let me.
we do hope Jack Crisp gets his ass kicked by Golden Warrior right now.
Yeah, I need more gold around my waist. There's this damn thing.
I'm sorry, this is the first time I've ever had the doublet going, so while you're doing that, we're also talking about that.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I don't have commentating going on there anymore. I said commentating is that.
So, but Donovan, what do you think?
Show for commentary.
So, what do you think? Oh, by the way, we're also gonna have Kylie Ray versus Nyla Rose. Kylie.
Oh yeah, Isaac. I saw Eli's favorite wrestler join AEW.
Who's that?
Kiss.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of Sonny Kiss. All right. So I saw this tweet earlier today, and somebody said that they had a problem with AEW because they signed Sonny Kiss. Basically, let me make sure I get this right. But what they said was kind of like it made no sense to me. It made no physical sense whatsoever. I didn't understand it. I just want to make sure. I don't want to slander this person. I don't want to slander this person without getting what they said right. So, see if I can find this thing. That's not it. It was this. I saw it this morning, and it made no sense to me. It was basically saying that they signed Sonny Kiss because of his sexual orientation, trying to be diverse. I'm like, that makes no literal sense whatsoever. I didn't understand it. I can't believe someone would even. Oh, here we go. I'm not going to put the person's name out there, but somebody said, I'm going to have a very controversial opinion in my AEW video tomorrow. AEW is trying way too hard to be trendy by signing gay and transgender workers. It's definitely newsworthy, but something tells me that they signed because of that. I never heard of these people. Signing people solely because of their sexuality/gender identity is awful. I've never heard of these people, and I'm pretty privy to the independent scene. I can think of 20 more deserving women who should have been signed. Publicity stunt. This just annoyed the fuck out of me. #AEW. Yeah. So again, not gonna put the person's name out there. They're entitled to their opinion, but I really do not believe. I refuse to believe that, or unless this person is just short-sighted. Again, not judging it, it's their opinion. But you really think that just because somebody is whatever, identifies, gender identity, sexual identity, whatever, that is why they sign them. Now, don't get me wrong, Sonny Kiss doesn't hide the fact of who he is, and I don't even judge that. Personally, I think he's a great talent. He's a great asset to any roster that he's on. Great talent. But you really think the Bucks, Brandy, Cody, and everybody involved in this are that shallow just to sign somebody because of that? That's crazy. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think that it's just people being stupid. It's not like they signed Orlando Jordan or anything.
Right. I mean, right? I mean, come on. Like, what do you think, Karen? Because I don't understand. Like, if you're signing somebody to a wrestling company, it shouldn't really matter what they are, what they identify as. You just sign them because they're a good talent. I mean,
unless it's
am I
Rico
right?
and he's not gay, but you make him gay.
Well, we're gonna leave WWE's past gender and sexual identity shit to themselves. Anyway,
But
Karen.
those are the heartthrobs, enough said.
Yeah, what do you think, Karen?
This was a little hard. First of all, if AEW was shallow, they would have had a policy where there's no LGBT, a lot of people on there. I'm sorry if I'm getting the lettering's wrong. But if they have them not allowed to join the thing, then it will be a situation. But they're trying to make more diversity out of the situation than they are trying to keep it where it's just men and women.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, like I said, because to me, if I'm signing somebody, it should be like, okay, how are they in the ring? They're good in the ring. Oh, they're signing. They're good. They got personality. They got a good gimmick. They can wrestle. Fine, bring them in. This is me. It doesn't matter what their gender. It doesn't matter what they identify as. I don't care. Can you go out there and put on a good match? And do you have enough to draw in the crowd? You can? Okay, good. You're in. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. So so Mitt just posted on WCC the full roster that they have. They have, for male wrestlers, they have Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny, Jericho, Adam Page, Christopher Daniels, who is also the head of talent relations, Kenny, the Bucks, and Cody are all executive vice presidents. They have Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, MJF, Pac, Trent Beretta, Chucky T, Jimmy Havoc, Sammy Guevara, who is very good. He's very young. He's got a lot of good in him. Joey Janela, Jungle Boy, Sonny Kiss, and they actually did sign Shima. Those who don't know, Shima is he's the president and co-founder of OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment in China.
I heard they signed Excalibur too, but I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, they are going to need, announcers. So.
Yeah, but Excalibur is also the man that gave them their first big job too.
Oh, and PWG?
Yeah, he's one of the co-founders of PWG, along with Joey Ryan and the other one.
Then the female wrestler.
You're right. Golden Warrior will not go down. Chad Kempino is doing everything he can to put Golden Warrior down. He's just kicking out of everything.
The female wrestlers are
Leviathan. it, Ma.
Oh. Don't kill.
Jack Chris won on the match.
I was literally about to say don't kill my vibe right now, but damn it.
I'm not killing your vibe.
Anyway, not because of that, but because I guess I'm not tag team champions anymore. Anyway.
No, it's okay. You got a shot with Midas tomorrow. Since we don't have to all day long.
Oh, great. That's great. So the female wrestlers are Brandy Rhodes, Britt Baker, Penelope Ford, Asia Kong, Yuka Sakazaki. Aja Kong. I apologize. Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, Kylie Ray, and Nyla Rose.
By the way, Yuka Sakazaki is fucking great. Like, you don't know her, she's great. She's young, too.
She looks
I
really
forget
young.
how old. I think she's like 22, 21.
Well, and what am I
Younger than
doing?
that. She is young.
And the staff are Alex Marvez and Excalibur. They're going to be apparently a part of the broadcast team. Excalibur and Alex Marvez are broadcasters. Billy Gunn and BJ Whitmer are producers. Michael.
They did get BJ Whitmer then. That wasn't the rumor?
Yeah, well, this is according to what Mitt posted. So, Michael
I only heard a rumor.
Michael Quillari is going to be a coordinator. Dana Massey, chief merchandise officer. Isn't that their mom?
That's a good pick. Huh?
Isn't Dana Massey? Isn't that their mom, or is that her dad? Anyway, didn't they get? I feel like they got one of their parents to work for them.
They probably did. It's the box.
Yeah, that's true. Chris Harrington is the vice president of business strategy. Tony Khan is the president and CEO, and Shahid Khan is the owner. So that's everybody involved with AEW.
Hey, I think
Yes.
Hello.
they're not conning the fans.
Wow, really?
Huh?
Really?
Shut up. Which one of us has a title right now, damn it?
You're really proud. He's really proud. Karen, you heard what he said, right? He's really proud of that. You're really proud of that part.
And one of us is having 2 bad days, so
Oh.
yeah. Hell yeah, see that in it, please.
What's that, Coco? You're not going to beat Miss Fear this Sunday?
Excuse me. Whew. I apologize. Are you okay?
Long story, I do not want to say in this for broadcasting, let alone impact on mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't realize, Io Shirai is almost like a shot at Casino this Sunday. I just pointed out Coco also has a shot for those of you that didn't catch that show.
Anyway, back to next piece of news is somebody on Twitter tweeted Rosemary and I again, not judging, these are all opinions. Somebody tweeted. Somebody said, "We are Rosemary. I can't wait for you to go to NXT. # Demon Assassin." They spelled demon wrong, but again, no judgment here.
What did they spell? Domo Assassin?
No, DEAMON Assassin.
Oh, DEA. Okay, number one, that's supposed to be Damon, and that's DAM. DAEMON.
Yeah. So they said,
translated from Latin.
yeah, but they said, "We are Rosemary. I can't wait for you to go to NXT." She responded with this by saying, "Hopefully you're not holding your breath, child."
I saw that one.
Yeah. And then she reposted. Then again, she says, if you do insist on holding your breath," then she posted a GIF of the Joker eating popcorn.
I love that GIF, by the way.
So you know the one where he's just sitting there, not even menacingly, just sitting. Yeah. So implying that if whoever it is holding their breath, waiting for her to go to Rosemary, she will gladly watch while he suffocates from not breathing.
That's a difference. I love it.
I think that Rosemary had it in her to troll a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that coming either, to be honest.
You learn something new every fucking day. You really do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I did not expect that. I feel like you can't get any, like, that's like the best way to do it for her, because it's not gonna be like, you're not talking like the Bucks level of trolling, but it's like it's one of those very subtle kind of things that you gotta really, really look at it, understand it to get it. And then that you got all these other comments. Somebody said that kind of mindset is always
Hang on,
bewildering.
Isaac. Hold that thought, Isaac. Yes, Golden Warrior is in the Facebook title match. I just wanted to clarify that.
Somebody said that kind of mindset is always bewildering to see. They sure know what's best for you. Somebody said it's understandable. I myself have matches I love to see, but she has made it clear at times she has no desire to go to that realm.
Why? That's a step down from her freedom right now.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, she's solely a manager in Rise.
yeah. But I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about her and Rise. Her in Rise is like when she got there, she was knockout. She was in the midst of her knockouts title reign, and when she got there, she didn't set it on fire, but she like kind of took the whole place by storm as this monster heel that she still is. Granted, there are other heels, but like she is like the top heel in the company. And then on top of that, it's like there are times where she's so high in that company, whereas there are on most of the cards, she is like at the top of the card. She's usually co-main event. The only thing main eventing ahead of her is the Phoenix of Rise championship match, because of I don't know how that else is good. That's me knowing how the kind of foothold you have in the company is when you're so consistent with your character and your style that you are constantly somewhere involved, not even in the main event picture, but in the co-main event picture. Because mind you, the team she manages, Paradise Lost, are still the tag team champions. They won them earlier last year at Rise 9, and they're still champions. I'm pretty sure they're close to being champions for a year. So, and these aren't, don't get me wrong, these aren't like easy title reigns either. Like I watched some of those matches.
I'm not going to ask that question yet.
What question?
Somebody wants to know, do you think Pete Dunne's definitely losing at the next takeover?
That's hard to see. I thought for sure if he was going to lose it, it would have been against Joe Coffey. I really did.
He's facing Walter next.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying, like, because it's yes, it's Walter, but it's also Pete Dunne. It's Walter, but it's also Pete Dunne. Like.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to lose it because the Superstar Shakeup's coming up, and they said the word international. I feel like he's going to the main roster, which for anybody,
you just got to pray for him, to be honest.
To be honest, I think Pete Dunne will be fine on the main roster.
Yeah.
He's like, it seems like even Vince likes Pete Dunne. I mean, he's been featured in top spots on the main roster. Even Vince doesn't have a problem with Pete Dunne.
Yeah, save for that match he had with Enzo in that champion versus champion match. Like, y'all really couldn't have done better than that.
Think about it. Pete Dunne. The thing about him is he's a top guy, no matter where he goes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a top guy. He's not a mid card guy. He is a top guy. He's an absolute top guy. I am anticipating wherever he goes. I am anticipating wherever he goes, he's going to put on great matches.
SmackDown. Fox wants him on SmackDown.
Well, then look forward to seeing him versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor goes to SmackDown. Oh, him versus Joe. Anyway, So
But that's after Walter takes his time. And
yeah, which
I'm looking at things, and you got to think the way I look at things, and I think by predictions, it's probably going to be Walter wins. Walter face the NXT UK because we don't know when the NXT Germany thing is going to happen.
right.
This year, happen next year. We don't know. We know it's going to happen. We just don't know when. The NXT UK just got off the ground. You know, they're not going to just jump into the next endeavor. Triple H is not that stupid.
Vince maybe.
Yeah, but that isn't Vince. That's Triple H. It's not going to happen. Just like there's speculation about 205 Live guys being part of the draft. Even though, to me, that shouldn't be a thing, because they should still be able to compete. But they're like, well, Lucha House Party, Leo Rush. I mean, they're already, like, doing both. So.
They're still having that kid go after as that time. I swear, they're lacking the CPS involvement.
I know, right? But, man, that dude, Leo Rush is out way past curfew for minors.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? Y'all are really doing this?
Yes. Bobby Lashley needs to be. I mean, Atlanta Jordan got fired for having a 16-year-old follow him around.
Wow.
Why is Bobby Lashley not getting in trouble?
Okay, y'all need to stop.
I'm sorry, I had to throw it out there. You should have seen it coming.
I should have. I don't know why it didn't.
It's really funny. Isaac's like, I'm trying to be professional, y'all be tripping.
Wow. Like,
First of all, like I said, he should have seen it coming. The moment he did the Leo Rush, it should have been bound to know something's going to follow with the
Well, what
GPS situation.
about Mustafa Ali? I mean, seriously, Mustafa Ali, there's another guy. He's definitely a SmackDown guy.
yeah,
He's been fighting for the WWE title.
he will. I think at some point he will get it. I really do. I really
He's
do.
been getting shots at it if you count house shows.
I know that's true. So
Yeah, and seriously, like, you know, and for those of you that still aren't aware, we do have that fantasy wrestling going on, and nobody has Samoa Joe or Drew McIntyre.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, one of us may have him. So,
Well, Samoa Joe just concludes the matches, so nobody should actually pick him. But Drew
No, nobody.
McIntyre,
I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre.
you can pick Constipated Corbin in their tag team.
Now we're back to Castabay Corbin with us.
Him and Drew McIntyre are a makeshift tag team because Danny Phantom's teacher is now managing Drew McIntyre. Got to catch them all because he's Drew McIntyre.
Oh my gosh, I was watching this thing yesterday on Facebook, and it's about this guy named Brett, and I just saw a logo. Sorry. Yep, I just saw a logo. This guy named Brett Williams was talking, and then like one part was coming about saying dwarves are not Pokemon, and he goes and he later goes into it like when you get a fight, you don't decide to have a dwarf go like dwarf, I choose you, like kind of thing.
Brad, no, I know who you're talking about. Brad Williams is hilarious. That dude is
I
funny.
don't know. He was talking about this one came out of when he was talking about beatdowns, and I forgot that his organization had a first degree black belt, second degree, and she got bored with this, and got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Not sure what jiu-jitsu, but he didn't mention it. And he wanted it so bad to see her fight. The moment he was going to see her, he was so ready. But that's when she decided to say, oh yeah, he's so good, and it's like,
That's what?
it was just, I have no like,
Oh no, I know the one you're talking about. I know the video you're talking about. It is fun. It was funny. It really was funny. He's hilarious.
You know what's not funny though?
what?
Hornswoggle being under the ring for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why.
That didn't even have any logical reasoning behind it. It just was. He was just there for the sake of, hey, you know, it'd be great for the main event. Let's have Zelina Vega hide under the ring, and let's have Hornswoggle under there.
Wait, what? What is going on with the WWE and the freaking wearing again? What the fuck?
I don't know why they decided that was a good idea, but you know, again, I don't run the company.
I thought it was a surprise. I'm making a return, or being just stupid on Vince's part.
Where was that? Oh yeah. Well, I don't want to read anymore. Well, I do, but bottom line is somebody said she said it'd be better than Impact Wrestling. I'm like, how? Somebody said apparently WWE isn't that great if you're having to recruit from other companies. He said that's none of my business though. He said Impact would be NXT would be perfect. Impact her can never use her right despite carrying them. Not sure I agree with that, but oh, this is a good one. This one kind of stuck with me. She says NXT is an unnecessary route for Rosemary. If her path takes her to the McMahon realm, she'll be standing across the ring from Abella at a SummerSlam under the stars, where she will destroy something beautiful to prove a point.
Yes.
That's come on, like
I agree with that statement.
yeah, like be honest, like. That's probably if she does end up, she won't get any. Not that she won't, but like. Now again, I'm not saying this to say that it won't be good. I'm not saying this to say wherever she goes that if she did for some crazy reason end up in NXT, it wouldn't be good. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if she goes. Bye-bye creativity, and hello, inevitable. What's the word I'm looking for? Inevitable.
Y'all want to know what her ceiling looks like in WWE?
I want to say dry run, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Go ahead, Donovan.
Ruby Riott is her ceiling. They would put her with two other girls, like that would dress up, because that's what she's done in the past, or put somebody, at least a tag team partner, and Ruby Riott would be her ceiling.
Yeah.
Gets a win every once in a while, wins on Raw, but can't seem to win a pay-per-view match. That's her fucking ceiling. Regulated to the mid-card or the pre-show of a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Whoever said she'd be facing Abella would be absolutely wrong. She wouldn't be able to get that kind of permanent spot.
Exactly. Oh, and I also said bye-bye creativity. So.
Okay. Alright.
No more Demon Assassin. No more Demon anything.
Mm-mm.
No more Hive Queen.
Nope.
No more anything. No more Rosemary. She would probably end up just becoming Courtney Rush.
Yeah.
And she would end up getting Ruby
like
Riott's.
imagine she'd probably be. Imagine when she first started that in Smash Wrestling. That's what we get. We wouldn't get what we're getting in Impact. Full face paint, the dark clothes. No, where we would get like phase 1 Courtney Rush, like when she first started the painting the face and all that shit. We would get that. That's what we would get. Yeah. That's
because she can't use the venom look or the anti-venom
yeah.
look. Oh.
Yeah, we wouldn't get this. So
although James is a really big supporter of James would be all for Becky Lynch and Rosemary teaming up.
well, yeah, it'd be great. But like, here's the other thing. Not just me, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm not even talking about Rosemary. But here's the other thing that in Rosemary's case that we'd have to see, and it's something that we see with a lot of other talent in it that's there right now. We were realizing, especially when she says NXT, this is going to hit us. We're like, oh my gosh, they're in NXT. They're doing great in NXT. And then you're like, holy shit, they still have to go to the main roster.
Yes, I did see Vince Russo's video, the VHS collection. Yes, I did.
Oh. I mean, like the other thing we'll have to think about is, holy shit, She's in NXT right now. They're great matches in NXT. They're like, oh my gosh, she's going to the main roster.
Yeah, like literally.
Like that is
no NXT has no ceiling for her.
Yeah, that is the cold inevitability that would hit all of us when she's there. It would. And we're like, man, and then while she's in NXT and she's on her way to the main roster, what are we thinking? Man, I remember when they were on the Indies. Then we were going to wish we were on the Indies. And then have those people who said,
I
man.
got a better question. So, Rosemary, when are you going to AEW?
Hey, if she goes to
You say what you
AEW,
want, but if she goes to AEW, she can still do Rise and everything she's doing.
Yep. Plus, Brandy did have a
Rosemary.
Yeah, Brandy did have a beef with her when she was in NXT. When she was when during Cody's brief stint, Cody and Brandy's brief stint in Impact, they did cross paths. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah, well, that was kayfabe. I thought you meant like they had a legit beef. But the thing is like that would be just fucking great. Like, let's think about it. If Rosemary joins AEW, how great is that?
Well, for him, not only it would be great. It'd be great. I'd say not only that, but for I mean, God damn it. Hang on. Hey, hold on.
We're not holding on. We're moving on the show. So
Anyway, Impact, like the thing what I was gonna say is like the thing about Impact, the thing I would love, I really want Impact to succeed. I want them to succeed. Hey Jamie, thank you for joining us. But I want them to succeed because
no, Isaac's not sleepy either.
I'm really not. I'm like on edge right now. But the thing is, Rosemary would be, well, not even Rosemary, but if she did go to AEW, it would definitely give that kind of I would say, I feel like it would be the same thing that would happen when she came to Rise. It was like nobody knew, when she showed up in Rise, nobody knew how to take it. You know?
No, Tori nor Imai showed up for WVPW.
Dicks.
I was literally doing it solo.
Oh no, not that word. Every time I hear it or think about it, I have to go listen to Jennie from Blackpink singing it.
Jamie has a birthday. What's the birthday request? It's Jamie's birthday. For those who don't know, it's Jamie's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Jamie.
birthday to you. Send me all your birthday money.
Say, Isaac, say happy birthday. Say in your best Johnny Cash voice. My best Johnny Cash voice. He said he wants to say in my best Johnny Cash voice, hello, I'm Sleepy Isaac. No, because I'm trying to think of what Johnny Cash sounds like. Hang on. Dang, hang on. Let me think about it. Let me really dig down into it, and I'll try my best. So, so the thing about that, like I said, that threw me off. That threw me for a loop.
I love Jamie.
That threw me for a loop. So, like I said, Rosemary in AEW will probably be like what happened when she came to Rise. When she came to Rise, it wasn't like even not that it wasn't under a lot of I don't even say pressure, but it was like when she showed up, like nobody knew what to expect. If you'd seen her on Impact, Karen is with us. Jamie Donovan is here, and so is Karen. So, but the thing about Impact, the thing about it was when she showed up in Rise, there wasn't a lot of fanfare. She just showed up, and then she just like started to become this major heel that everyone in Rise just wanted to flash out. And now you can even see it on Twitter now. Rise is like whenever Rosemary does something in Rise, they're like, they get kind of wary, so to speak. Like when like I even asked them, like they did a live stream on Twitch, and I tweeted them. I said, so how do you guys feel about because if you don't know, Delilah Doom is now part of Rosemary's faction, Paradise Lost. And so she tweeted, so I texted them and said, so how do you guys feel about Delilah Doom being a part of Paradise Lost? They said, so no, I said something like this. So what are your feelings about this? They said, other than the broken heart, we feel fine. So like they're really painting Rosemary as like this major heel who nobody can seem to stop, because that everybody that's tried to stop them has seemingly failed. So, and it's just brilliant. It's very brilliant. They even tried to take over the company one time. They like did something to Kevin Harvey, who runs Rise. There was like a mini clash with Authority, and it was like, it reminded me of Vince in the Ministry a little bit when I saw it, only not as poorly done. Not that even that was poorly done, but it was like, I don't know. It was just better written. Put it that way. It was just better done. It was just done better. It was just done better. Anyway.
Like Coco versus the Spheres. That's better done.
Yeah. Like that.
I was gonna say she's gonna get her title back this Sunday.
I hope you do, Kara. I really do. I hope you get it back. I'll be rooting for you. Who knows? Maybe I'll be ringside for commentary.
Beat the Sphere this time. You can pin Io Shirai.
No comment.
No comment? But like I said, you will have my support. I'll be watching backstage for you. I'll be watching it. I'll be waiting for you in the gorilla position when you come back and with your title again. I'll be waiting for you. Mm-hmm. So
you did say you will get your title back. You have a chance.
Yeah.
I know, my brain is so or whatever I have in there is not working properly.
Does it ever? Don't worry though, Imai won't be making his title match this Sunday. Isaac. We'll talk more about that in Riyadh.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
The word savage is just a vile description of what happens there.
So, what else is going on? I'm really trying to. We already gave our thoughts on the AEW live session. We already gave our thoughts on that. It was very well done. Nothing we didn't expect, to be honest. I think the only thing that surprised us was the Lucha Brothers showing up.
Cody did a good job of producing.
Yes.
And also, Imai's favorite wrestler is now part of EW, Sunny Kiss.
By the way, one last thing.
I cannot wait to see Sunny Kiss wrestle for AEW.
Could the partnership with AAA and could AEW's partnership with AAA and Lucha Underground? To be honest, I think Lucha Underground is going to end on its own. I really do.
Yeah, it's already big. They're already fucking up, and the contracts are the only thing keeping me going. If their wrestlers are not getting to do anything, and they're being held up. So yeah, I think Lucha Underground is on its final leg.
Yeah, although if it is, I gotta say it was definitely some of my favorite matches, as well as it probably produced one of the most savage matches, two of the most savage matches I've ever seen. It was a Weapons of Mass Destruction match between Marty the Moth Martinez and Killshot, and the Hell of War match between Dante Fox and Killshot. Two of the most wildest matches I've ever seen.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I can name like 5 death matches that were worse.
No, I mean in Lucha Underground. I mean, like
Yeah, but you said those were some of those brutal savage matches you've ever seen.
two of them.
Terry Funk.
Two of them.
Anything Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, Stan Hansen, Dr. Destiny Williams, or Abdullah the Butcher. Just watch any of those 5 clash and tell me that you can make more brutal or more savage than that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just those. I mean, out of Lucha Underground, I mean. And some of the Japanese.
Those were brutal matches, but I'm not talking about all 5.
Well, those are just my opinion. Anyway, so there's that.
Hey, did anybody see that match David Arquette was in where he took the cheese grater?
Yeah, I saw that. Did he also get his neck cut? His throat slightly slit in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was Nick Gage.
Did you see that? Did you see that one where he hit his being shoved with the piano wire?
I think that's where he got his throat slit a little bit.
No. Different match. Apparently, he got his throat. He had really big bruises and a gash on it, like a legit gash on his throat from a piano wire spot.
Yeah, that was against Nick Gage. I remember that.
Yeah, different match than you thinking of that.
Seeing Chelsea Green, James says, seeing Chelsea Green do the Canadian Destroyer on Pentagon was great. It was great. It was good.
I'm going to go because I don't have much time, right? So
It's fine, Karen, because we do have something that we need to talk about. So if you have to go, we'll be fine. But we appreciate being here. We always
Yeah,
do.
definitely. We love having you on the show.
well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, see ya.
Take care, Karen. All right, Isaac, duty me time. New Japan.
Yes, New Japan. So for those who don't know, like I said, Naito is still the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. This weekend, here are the big matches from this weekend.
Oh, hell no, shut up, bitch. I'm reading this card. I got the whole card.
Okay. You're gonna read both. You're gonna read both cards. You're gonna read the cards from both matches.
Talking about for New Beginnings. I have the New Beginning card. Right?
Yeah, the one on the 9th, that's tonight at 3 a.m., and the one that starts on the 11th at 3 a.m.
That's Road 2. That's Road 2.
You're gonna read the Road 2 card and you're gonna read the Road 2 card and the New Beginning card and the main
No,
card.
I was gonna let you cover the New Beginning card.
Okay, so the actual show, you're gonna cover the Road 2 show. I got the main show.
Yes, and are you going to also cover the New Beginning card, the New Beginning results? Right?
Well, I mean, I would just cover the big results. I just literally covered the big result from one of them. Suzuki, LIJ are all still champions. Naito still Intercontinental. Bushi and Shingo are still junior tag, and Evil and Sonata are still heavyweight tag. All 3 of those matches were fantastic, by the way.
Oh my God!
What?
I gotta read this. I gotta read this out loud. On April 27th in Concord, North Carolina, National Wrestling Alliance is bringing back the Crockett Cup, a tag team tournament from the 1980s run by the biggest company in the NWA, Andy McMahon's biggest competitor, and a direct antecedent on WCW, Jim Crockett Promotions. The show, I gotta tell Tori this. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jamie. You already know. The show is at the Cabarrus Arena, which is being co-promoted with Ring of Honor. This morning, along with tickets for the event on sale, the NWA announced that Ring of Honor partner promotions New Japan and CMLL will also be sending teams to take part in the tournament. It's interesting timing, and not just because it'll make a more exciting tournament from the perspective. The arrival of All Elite to the market and wondering what Cody Rhodes and the Bucks would be working with companies which helped with All in reality last year. So far, doesn't appear that this to be the case, as Ring of Honor, New Japan, and NWA alliance for one another as AEW takes partners with AAA and OBE.
OWE.
Yeah. Ugh, it says OBE. They typoed, I know. Teams that will be a part. As for the Jim Crockett Cup, CMLL and New Japan teams will help fill the field. There's only 2 teams. Ring of Honor's Villain Enterprises, PCO and Brody King, and NWA's War Kings, Crimson and Jax Dane.
Oh, Crimson's still wrestling? Is that the same Crimson from Impact?
Yes, it's that Crimson.
Wow, he's still wrestling?
Yeah, who would have thought Amazing Red's bigger, stronger, more physical. He's a great wrestler.
No, I knew that. I knew that from watching him in Impact. I just didn't think he was still wrestling.
When he first came in, he was able to do. He was a big, muscular dude that could move like Amazing Red. He was trained by Amazing Red.
He was even. I remember at one point in Impact, he was like undefeated. Like he was facing people for his undefeated streak. He had like a Goldberg thing going there.
Yeah, and him and Matt Morgan had that partnership for a while. That was also great.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah.
It's good.
No,
I like him.
He's still good. See, that's something I'm loving about NWA right now since Billy Corgan took over, is that it really is taking shape into being a great wrestling company. And for guys like me and Jamie who know the history here, and Tori would want. Unfortunately, we're not inviting Tori, but this Jim Crockett promotion-esque era of wrestling coming back, especially with New Japan aligning with these other companies like this, is going to create a freaking big wave.
What was I going to say?
This is the thing: New Japan, Ring of Honor, CMLL, and NWA are starting to partner up, and it's actually, that's not just now. They're really getting into this national alliance, where NWA used to pump out all these side branches. Opposite, these other companies are partnering up with them. What do you think about this, Isaac?
I'm excited, to be honest. I'm looking forward to see what they got. Speaking of,
I'm not thinking this is just competition with AEW or anything. I think that all of these promotions are just doing what they do. And if they're not, because we all know that none of these companies have a hate boner against WWE.
no, they're just trying to be their own wrestling company.
Yeah, all of them. New Japan is filling out their shit. We already know they're partnered with CMLL and Ring of Honor, and NWA and Ring of Honor are starting to collaborate. So I'm kind of wondering if AEW is going to eventually start partnering up with it. Because if they do, that is going to be a fun and huge blow to WWE's market, because all of these companies have their own crowd. They start teaming up. That's going to hurt WWE's market and make them have to pay more money or change. That's what people keep saying. They're going to kill WWE. No, they're not. They're going to kill their market because AEW is bringing money to the table, and New Japan and the others are starting to really bring some money, because New Japan new ownership actually has more money than the old one, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're an international company, not a Japanese company. So wrestling landscape isn't changing because of evil money. It's changing because WCW-esque shit is starting to be available to the wrestling world. So, and I do want to update news real quick before you talk about this AEW, this New Japan Pro 2. I do want to update the Usos are not signing officially with anybody or leaving WWE. They just haven't re-signed. They're probably angling for more money. There's also an update on Randy Orton.
Is that right?
You did offer him a really, really good deal.
Who did?
There's no. That is official. That is like he was talking about it. We talked about that earlier this week. They gave him a really good offer.
Who did?
They gave Brock Lesnar over. AEW, they played Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton really good offers. And I talked about this Wednesday on Emi's show, that Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and Undertaker are all on the table right now.
Yeah, because the Undertaker cut. He said didn't cut ties, but he said as far as social media goes, he's available for non-WWE events.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how to get a hold of him because I want to see how much he would do an interview for.
That is.
I'm trying to get an interview with the Undertaker.
Hey, go for it.
I have a feeling he's going to want like a bunch of money. Because you have to have money to get interviews. That's the one problem me and Chris used to have is just lack of money.
I hope you get it. Anyway.
I also am trying to get Vince Russo, but it's hard to get him, especially because he has his own podcast.
Yeah.
I follow the dude. I talked to him. I mean, you got to remember, he was part of my childhood, so of course I have respect. And he was also the one that brought in the phenomenal AJ Styles off the Independents.
Huh.
He was the head writer for Impact for the first 3 years. I mean, do you think X Division? Where do you think the Ultimate X match came from, or the X Division? Vince Russo.
Jamie says Taker needs money to keep up Michelle McCool.
Yeah, somebody told me I need to go through Michelle McCool to get but I'm like, well, if he's got offers on the table, I just want to know how much he's going to do for the interview. Because he's from Texas. He lives in Austin.
Huh.
I'm not going to disrespect him at all. I will not disrespect him.
Of course not.
I mean, I'm just going to I'm going to try to talk to him. So what would be not allowed? Well, because I'd be like, what would you not be able to talk about? Are you not allowed to talk about me and Mark Calloway? You know what? I would have to know those things. You have to be respectful. And I would honestly one of my things is I want to talk to him about is his time in Japan. Isaac. And also Isaac that I don't know who will be doing the interview. I kind of feel like Tori. People want to.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
But I feel like Tori would. I don't know if Tori's really an interviewer or more of a fan. And I want somebody who's an interviewer. I could get Anthony to do it, but Anthony's not going to ask the right questions. He would be talking about more modern shit. I might even say, Isaac, you could interview. I was thinking about it right away. Isaac, dude, you're my ESPN guy. If you can't do an interview like that, you need to work on. You need to discuss with yourself. Reevaluate your approach. But I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm saying that I have faith. I would trust you or Tori to do it if I thought Tori would do a good job. I don't know because I don't know if Tori would be more professional or more fan. I'm not really sure. I would have to really sit down with Tori and get that feel. And Jamie, I know you're listening. I'm not saying Tori is one of my top choices to interview The Undertaker. Now, Vince Russo, fuck all of y'all, I'm doing that one. I have a personal stake in that one. Vince Russo was responsible for my childhood and my teenage years when I was watching TNA in the Asylum. I could sit and talk to Vince Russo for hours. That man is hella smart and hella great. He's kind of a dick though, but I'm an asshole, so I get around that. But I'm just letting you know because I'm letting the fans know what we're looking at. If I can get an interview with The Undertaker, boy.
I got not to throw off your game, but so tonight, well, first of all, Impact announced a return of a former world champion at United We Stand. It's a special they're doing, and they're doing a special around there on April 4th.
It's not a King of the Mountain.
Well, I know that they said the title holders could be anywhere between Nick Aldis, Rob Van Dam, Mr. Anderson, Alberto El Patron, and Austin Aries.
No, please, no.
I know. And before I know, it says it's also promoting the appearance of extreme icons at the event. So that sounds like Raven might be there. I hope it's not either of the first two. I hope it's not Austin Aries. I hope it's not Alberto El Patron. If anything, I hope it's RVD or Anderson or Aldis. I really do.
RVD did say. Oh God! I just thought of somebody. What about Impact's first world champion?
Jeff Jarrett? Oh, wait, no, I'm retarded.
You need to die. Like, just.
I'm sorry.
Crawl in that hole and wait. No. What about the world's most dangerous man, King Shamrock?
Well, he is back wrestling again. So
Yeah.
he just had a match with Tom Lawler. He just had a match with filthy Tom Lawler.
Tom Lawler. Can I say Tom Lawler is fucking great?
Yeah, I know. I gotta find his match with Low Key. Did they already have that match or?
Tom Lawler won.
Well, I knew that. I just wanted to see the match. I know he won by submission. He probably won with that choke he does. Still, I wanted to see it.
It's on YouTube right now.
Is it? Now, let me find this damn thing.
Because they upload, like, sometimes they don't upload until, like late. They upload shows at times.
Because I know he won. I figured it. Low-key had the title for like 800 years.
Yeah, because people will stop fucking spamming that. Because there's another company that's an unknown factor at MLW because they're very popular.
Like I knew he won, but I just couldn't figure out who
Somebody's going to partner up with MLW.
Oh, super fight. It was a super fight, wasn't it? Okay, tight. I'm adding that to my playlist. As I said, I knew he fucking won. I was just like, oh, how? I knew he won. I knew how he won. I just never saw it.
Isaac, you're tripping.
Anyway, but what was I saying? So
I know it's going to be dope as you put it.
So Nick Aldis, I hope it's Nick Aldis because I mean I don't think so. It might be RVD, might be Mr. Anderson, could be literally anybody. Don't know who.
I don't really see Mr. Anderson because he burned a lot of bridges.
Well, who do you? So if a world champion,
RVD, I would like RVD or Ken Shamrock.
Okay, fair. RVD or Ken Shamrock. I want to see RVD, or might be a long shot, but I'd like to see Nick Aldis show up.
I would also not be opposed to Christian Cage. They don't have Christian Cage money.
I know.
They do. But RVD's not really doing anything right now. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Appearances, but they're not even like anything major. They're just like really small. And he's made some appearances at House Party.
By the way,
just recently. Oh! I forgot to tell you. In Canada, RVD did have a match. It was a non-televised match against Zack Sabre.
Who won?
No contest.
Really?
Zack Sabre got disqualified for not releasing the hold against the moves.
Oh.
He made a mistake. It was a good match, but Zack Sabre got disqualified before the referee could call it.
Funny.
Michinoku took out the referee.
Oh, it's funny because that's exactly how the match between Zack Sabre and Pac ended.
I know, but Zack Sabre had RVD. RVD rolls, grabs the ropes. The referee does 5, goes to call the bell. Michinoku grabs the referee and throws him out of the ring, then picks him up, slams him into the stairs. So it's a no contest because. See, this is why I love Zack Sabre Jr. He's still being protected.
And then, like I said, the same thing happened in this match with Pac, but Taka wasn't there. But it was like it was by DQ, and then Will Ospreay came out to save Pac from Zack Sabre Jr. Because Zack Sabre Jr. left, came back with a chair, started laying waste to Pac, and then Will Ospreay came out there and made the save.
I feel like everybody needs to be saved from actually receiver. Because also don't forget, he's the Rev Pro World Champion right now.
I know he is.
He
So
took it off of
Ishii, he took it off of Ishii at Wrestle Kingdom.
And do you remember who Ishii won it from?
Minoru Suzuki.
No. Ishii had it. Then the last year it was Ishii, Suzuki, Ishii, Walter, Ishii, Sabre. Walter won it from Ishii, but his last match at Rev Pro was against Ishii.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
Damn good match, by the way. If you did not see it,
Wait, no, I think I remember watching it. Yeah. So the bottom line, we both agree if we want a world champion to return, we both want at least RVD, right?
We want RVD. I wouldn't be opposed to Ken Shamrock.
I want to be opposed to Mr. Anderson because I want to hear his theme again. Beam, Mr. Well, you guys know how it goes. Anyway, there. But still. I just don't want. Nobody wants fucking Alberto or Austin Aries because they're just unprofessional retards. Anyway, so here the
Isaac, you know how usually I say you're being kind of like anal.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you on that one.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, am I wrong to think Austin Aries was an unprofessional dickhole for what he did at Bound for Glory?
No, you're not.
Am I wrong for thinking Alberto El Patron is just granted? Now, to be fair, gotta give the devil. I have to give the devil his due. He's good in the ring. Outside of it, he's just an asshole.
Can you do me a favor real quick? What is James Storm doing right now? What's he doing?
He is somewhere on the indies having fun. That's why I'm going to look at it. Every wrestler like that I know and I don't know where they are, I'm just assuming they're somewhere either enjoying their life and having fun.
What are you gonna do if James Storm shows up in AEW?
I mean, what's anybody gonna do? They're gonna freak out.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So anyway, here are the matches tonight for Impact. The Lucha Brothers and the LAX for the Impact Tag Team Championships. I know we saw this match before, but I mean, hopefully they get the camera.
And hang on. Why does nobody in the fantasy wrestling have LAX? Santana and Ortiz are great.
They are fantastic. Holy shit.
And I know you don't know this, but Jamie knows this. We were talking about this guy named Ricky Santana. Now, not to be confused with Tito Santana, no relation. This Puerto Rican wrestler from like the 80s and 90s. He was in WWF. He was in WCW as a member of the Barrio Brothers. We talked about him on History Month. His real name, he was also a big star in Mexico back in the day. His real name is Ricardo Santana Ortiz.
Oh yeah, no. What's his name? Who said that shit? I was watching Go for Glory. It was a documentary, behind-the-scenes documentary about Bound for Glory, and it's on the GWN app. And yes, it is.
They were playing that 2 minutes ago on Impact.
Well, I watched what on Twitch. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh well, then I watched on the GWN app, and so they told me they mentioned the story about that about Conan. I think Conan and Scott D'Amore were talking about it. They were talking to. I think either Scott D'Amore was talking to Ortiz, to Santana, or D'Amore was talking to Conan about that, and it was pretty dope. So pretty good. The whole thing was great.
Where they got their names from?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, and I know you don't actually know this, but you know Conan was wrestling in the 80s in Mexico?
I did not. I didn't officially know it, but I had a feeling.
Oh.
Because I feel like you don't get this good in the wrestling business if you haven't been doing it a long time.
Yeah, and Conan now, he looks old now, Conan's been wrestling like 25 years.
Well, he didn't have this.
And that's-
Yeah, I was like against him having that match against Low Key when he got stabbed in the kidney. But
yeah, well, it was a fake spot.
I know, but I'm just saying. I was like, I don't know. You know,
What you don't know was Conan at one point back in the early 2000s having really bad kidney problems, and he was actually possibly going to die from it.
well, I'm glad he's here. Glad he's here. Speaking of Conan and triple Mexican.
You know what saved Conan's life? GoFundMe.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sami Callihan and is having a match. He's got a match with. So apparently, here's what's happening: AAA and Impact Wrestling are having their own little competition series, I guess, while they're in Mexico. And here's the team for Impact. This is the weirdest team ever. It's Falaba, Eli Drake, Eddie Edwards, and Sami Callihan. That's the Impact team.
Solid team.
It's solid, but it's like Eddie Edwards, Sami Callihan, and Eli Drake. Three of those had beef with each other in the past year. Two of them are technically beefing right now. And then Falaba just seems like a random on that team. The AAA team is Psycho Clown, El Hijo del Vikingo, Aerostar, and no, not Drago. Puma King. So,
No La Parka?
well, no, unfortunately not.
Because Psycho Clown, Puma King, and La Parka are all teaming up today, and La Parka and Psycho Clown are teaming up.
Oh, that's the team. Well, today they said Lucha Brothers and LAX World Tag Team titles on the line. Puma King and Sami Callihan in a match. And then Ali versus Kira Hogan. Pretty sure Rosemary's going to show up for that. And then OVE taking on Willie Mack and Rick Swann. So.
Why is Rick Swann still employed? Supposedly he's more WWE.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, I don't fucking care.
I really don't.
He's like, just go away. I don't even care. Like I don't have a problem with Rick Swann. He's getting pushed and he's not that great. I never even I was doing he was good in WWE, but he fucked it up. Now he's like a terrible wrestler. And people have said that because he supposedly hit. So I'm telling you right now, looking at him and looking at her, she could murder him.
Yeah, well. Also, next week is Uncaged. Next week is Uncaged. It
Brian
is,
Cage will be there.
huh?
Brian Cage will be there.
Yeah. I thought it was so fun. It was so funny because Brian Cage stormed back because last week Impact and Cage were teaming up. Where Brian Cage and Johnny Impact had a tag team match with each other, and they went back and said, "It's like look," and he's like don't screw. Johnny Cage was telling Impact, "Don't screw me tonight." And Impact was like, "Look, you're gonna get your title shot." They even named the show after you. Are you happy? That just really killed me for about a couple seconds. So
Well,
that's
it's very
happening.
funny. I like the Impact is like he's soft.
Yeah. So he's so it's next week. It's Brian Cage versus Johnny Impact in a rematch for the world title. 85% sure that match is going to get ruined by Killer Cross or Moose or both. Mainly Killer Cross. Slowly really becoming a huge fan of Killer Cross. Just loving.
I was a fan from his debut until they put him with Austin Aries.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have this like, I look at him as like this. He's like a better. Now, let me clarify. I'm going to clarify after this when I say this. I've said this before. Killer Cross is like, to me, in Impact is what I think reminds me of Bray Wyatt in WWE. Like,
You know where Killer Cross Cross reminds me of? He doesn't remind me of Bray Wyatt. You know who he reminds me of?
What?
The Rabbit Tribe.
Well, yeah. The point is that when I say that, it reminds me of the fact that whatever his character is, I like, and the fact that whenever he cuts a promo, I want to listen to what he has to say. And the big difference is because one is actually used frequently, the other one we haven't seen in who knows how long, and we're starting to actually not care anymore. That's not the case for Killer Cross. Like, I love his in-ring style. I always love the in-ring style, and I hope that because apparently MLW and Impact is supposed to do a partnership, and if they do, I want to see a match between him and what the hell? God damn it. Hang on. Hang on. Bear with me, people. Hang on. Hello. I apologize, people. I apologize for that. My phone's acting retarded. Hang on. Motherfucker. Hold on. Yeah, my phone is retarded.
Yeah, you still live?
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, so they're saying if anything, if there is a partnership between AEW and MLW, between Impact and MLW, I want to see a match between him, Killer Cross, and Tom Lawler.
Me too.
That will be a wonderful match. Very well done.
I also want to, but another, let's get through this. Kind of running long. New Japan Road 2.
Yes, yeah. We're gonna end the show on this. Let's go. And he hung up.
New Japan Road 2.
Yeah, let's get to it. I really can't wait to watch Super Fight now. All right, go ahead. Road 2. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, here is your Road 2 New Beginning show for tonight at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, 12 a.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Central. It'll be nighttime over in Japan. Go. Donovan?
No, you go ahead. I told you. You want me to do the Road 2?
Yeah, do the Road 2. I got the New Beginning. I got the main card, the main show.
No, you piece of shit. I wanted to do the New Beginning.
Well, that's too damn bad. Go. I hate the way. Sorry, Jamie. I hate the way. I don't like the way Barrett. I'm sure he's a good wrestler. I just don't like his body. He's like not pleasing to look at. There's nothing against him as a person. I'm sure he's a great guy. I just don't like. I just don't like looking at him. So
tomorrow we have Shota Umino and Ayada Yoshida versus Yoji Tsuji and Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Then we have Ren Narita versus Yoshihashi.
Pretty sure he should win that match, but then again, you know how that goes.
We had Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi versus Tomoyuki Honma and Toa Hanare.
Okay.
Then we have Bushi, Sonata, and Evil versus El Desperado. Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Minoru Suzuki.
Probably because Zack Sabre Jr. is in Europe kicking ass right now.
That's why it sucks he wasn't on this card. Then we have Taka Michinoku and Taichi versus Shingo Takagi and Tetsuya Naito.
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought I keep watching New Japan matches. I keep making this bad habit of watching New Japan matches with the WWE mindset. Like, 'cause usually what happens when that happens, I'm like, man, we're gonna this dude, when somebody gets like attacked early in the match, I keep thinking like, wow, they're gonna lose because in WWE that person normally loses. They're not able to overcome it. I was wrong. I was very wrong.
If it's John Cena, Roman Reigns, or Hulk Hogan, they always come back and win.
Exactly. But usually if it's somebody small like Ty Dillinger, not to diss Ty Dillinger, I love the guy. I really, really wish they could. Who doesn't? Side note about Ty Dillinger. Who doesn't like that perfect 10 gimmick? Apparently Vince, right?
Vince.
Right. I knew the answer before I even asked it. Moving on. I like Ty Dillinger. I love Ty Dillinger.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
The next match is a 10-man tag match.
Elimination
match.
tag
We
match.
have
Son of a bitch.
Ryusuke Taguchi, Toru Yano, Togi Makabe, Kazuchika Okada, and Hiroshi Tanahashi
Mm-hmm.
versus Taiji Ishimori, Bone Soldier number 2,
Mm-hmm.
Tonga Loa,
Mhm.
Tama Tonga, Bad Luck Fale, and Jay White.
By the way, Bad Luck Fale he's now the Rogue General. Bad Luck Fale. He's not the underboss anymore. He's the Rogue General. Side note. And Tama Tonga is now the good guy. But I said that before. But he's really playing. In his last couple of matches, he's been really playing that character of the good guy. Like whenever illegal tags come in, he comes in and like tries to say, what are you guys doing, man? It's good. It's really good. Like he said, I even watched one of his backstage segments where he says, he says, I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. I don't want to be the bad. He said, being a good guy is hard. I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It really is.
Now,
On the main card, on the 11th, you have Jushin Thunder Liger, Satoshi Kojima, Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Taka Michinoku, Takashi Iizuka, and Minoru Suzuki. Wow, that's really high. I've never seen Minoru that high on a card before. That low on a card. I've never seen him that. I've never seen that. I think except for that time he was on the pre-show at Wrestle Kingdom. I really hate how that.
Right now, he's kind of taking the back seat of like the mentor.
Yeah.
He's not really taking a focus right now.
Yeah.
He's been doing that since Tag League.
Yeah, that is true. But I know he said he was embarrassed about being. I think he was more embarrassed about the fact of how they lost. He was really embarrassed about being in the pre-show for Wrestle Kingdom. Speaking of Wrestle Kingdom, I apologize for how that went down. We had this whole plan and it failed. It didn't miserably fail. Wrestle Kingdom was still good. I know we said we were going to live stream it, and due to shit out of our control, we couldn't. So we apologize for that.
I did. You did live stream it, though.
You're right.
I just wasn't there because my shit crashed.
So I was still on Castbox the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh. Then there you go. So
Anyways, second match.
second match is Sonata and Evil taking on
Say it right, damn it, Sonata.
Sonata
Evil.
and Evil. are taking on Ayato Yoshida and Shota Umino in a tag match. Shingo Bushi and Tetsuya Naito are taking on the team of Taichi, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and El Desperado. By the way, I really like El Desperado's mask. It's really cool. Yoshihashi and Tomoaki Honma are taking on Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. Really? They're on a
no, they joined Bullet. They rejoined Bullet Club just to be put back in the same position they've been in.
No, I know that, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, why are they in a match after Naito? I'm just curious. Just curious. Don't care. Just curious as to why that is. But I think it's because they're highlighting the fact that Bullet Club versus whatever faction Tanahashi is in. I think that's what they're highlighting.
Okay, I can answer this honestly. They're
Okay.
trying to do something with Chase Owens. Like, you can tell, like, he doesn't have the same gimmick he's had. He's actually got a gimmick. He's not just a young guy in Bullet Club.
Now he's like young vet in Bullet Club or something like that.
Yeah, he's like the Bullet brother. You know, I'm still here. Me and Yujiro, we're gonna go out here and fucking kick ass.
Well, they did take the what did they say? He's wearing his honorary Tongan shirt again. So
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything about that. What I'm saying is that he's out there with Yujiro, and they're actually doing stuff. And yeah, they should be higher than Naito, but I feel like they're just kind of putting that in the, what is that, like match number 5?
it's number 4 actually.
Well, it's about that they're taking Yano's spot then.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Yano and Togi Makabe have a match between the Gorillas of Destiny, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga. Speaking of Tonga Loa, if you've seen him in the post-match comments, Tonga Loa is like really, he can't wrap his head around this good guy thing. He told Tama Tonga verbatim, he says, "We are Bullet Club. We are bad guys." That was a direct quote from this whole thing is great. Juice Robinson, I think I haven't really seen him on a lot of New Japan shows recently. I think he's now just in ROH. Or it might be doing both. I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Because remember, he's one of the people that's going to be on the American card. That's why he's not at New Beginning. Because they said before this government shutdown when they couldn't get the visas, that anybody not on the New Japan New Beginning card was going to be on the American.
There you go. There's your answer to that. But he does run a faction in ROH called Lifeblood. So.
Yeah, I know.
So.
But and I like Juice Robinson. You know New Japan. You know Ghetto likes Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input, Facebook. I appreciate your feedback. No, go away. Juice Robinson, you know Ghetto loves him some juice. You got to get the juice.
Yeah. I got the juice. Anyway, so next match is Ryusuke Taguchi is going to get the first shot at Taiji Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. Well, he made him tap out. He tapped him out to the ankle lock. Twice. I know. I know you're thinking, well, it's Taguchi, but I mean, it's like, come on.
No. I mean, Taguchi is a veteran. He's been there a while.
Yeah.
Back a few years ago, he was still teaming up with Yujiro Takahashi.
No, I remember. No, I want to say further than that. I remember when it was him and Prince Devitt as Apollo 5-5 or Apollo Go-Go.
Yeah. Great.
You know, him, and then they had that epic match with the Golden Lovers. Young Golden Lovers, too. Young guys. Or when he had those multiple title reigns as junior heavyweight champion, you know, even some of those matches were even against Prince Devitt. So yeah,
Right. Those were good times. That was pre-Bullet Club because he turned on
Right. And then at the end,
Wonder what he's doing now.
who?
Prince Devitt. I haven't heard him in years.
Yeah, that's a great point. Wherever he is, he's probably in the same place as Courtney Rush. They're just somewhere browsing on Twitter, just appearing up every now and again.
Prince Devitt's probably off on in Europe somewhere winning heavyweight titles because he wouldn't do anything stupid like join a company that he's never been pushed in.
Yeah. I mean, he was really talented in Japan. Like he's really.
He was talented internationally. He has his own wrestling school.
Yeah. That's where
Becky Lynch trained.
Yeah.
Prince Devitt obviously has to be in the main event somewhere.
Yeah, wherever he is, I'm pretty sure Prince Devitt is enjoying a long, lengthy title reign free from restriction. Wherever he is. Where size doesn't matter, where charisma doesn't matter, where if you can really.
What do you mean charisma? That dude had charisma.
Okay, let me rephrase. Where size doesn't matter. Size does not. Wherever he is, size does not matter. Wherever he is, it matters how much heart, how much charisma, and how much the fans love you for whatever you do. Wherever he is, he's enjoying himself in a place like that.
He's probably going to end up joining Defiant.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd like to see him. I mean, they love him in the UK. So.
Yeah, I'd love to see Prince Devitt. I mean, we hadn't seen him in a while. Maybe he's just taking some time off to spend time with his wrestling school.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I imagine running a wrestling school it's a time-consuming business. I imagine so. And then maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I did see him appear in this in Blackpool a while ago, but I don't know if that was the same guy. It's a good match though. I saw him in Blackpool a while ago, but
yeah, but they were saying that was Jordan Devlin's teacher, but he looked the same.
Yeah, he looked different.
But anyways, card.
Yeah, moving on. Kazuchika Okada has a special singles match with Bad Luck Fale.
So basically, throw Okada out of the ring, whip him around the ringside, throw him into the crowd, beat his ass up there, somehow end up back in the ring.
Somehow. Also, for some reason, Fale isn't going after the announcers anymore, so I think the announcers are all grateful for that.
Ring announcers?
Huh? The ring announcers, yeah.
Yeah, you have to specify because the announcers were also working with commentary. But that's Suzuki Gun's bit. They chased Don Callis off every time he's there.
No, I know that, but the ring announcer. Speaking of Don Callis, he's going to be calling these shows, by the way. Kevin Kelly and Don Callis are confirmed. They are going to be the English commentary team for both of these shows. So look forward to that. And in the main event, it is the Aces' first title defense against a very imposing contender in Jay White. Let's all be honest. Jay White is a very strong opponent. He is, since the amazing team up of Okada and Tanahashi, whenever they've gone up against any combination of team with Jay White or in Bullet Club, they have failed. And at some point, this looked bleak. Jay White even has gone as far as to reactivate the knee injuries in one of his knees that Tanahashi has sustained. He even has a new submission move called the TTO, called Tanahashi Tapped Out, that he is probably going to bring out in this match. He's probably going to look to destroy the knee, is not only the knee, but the legacy of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Is that probably going to happen? Huh?
Nope. You're going to see a high fly flow ending, maybe a little Cloverly.
Yeah, but I was going to say, but I'm smarter now. Normally, here's my commentary. Normally, I would say with the WWE mindset that I probably need to go to rehab for. The WWE mindset would say, well, whenever the momentum is building in one way, usually it stays that way because that's the way it looked when going into Wrestle Kingdom against Okada and Jay White. I thought for sure there's no way. Oh, Okada brought back the Rainmaker. He brought back the trunks, not the disco pants. He got rid of the disco.
And the balloons. For Okada.
He's no longer broken. He brought back the trunks and the robe and all that stuff. And he's no longer broken. And I thought for sure he's gonna get one over on Jay White here, and he didn't. He lost clean as a whistle. Oh no, still never got that, but he lost clean. Lost clean against Jay White at Wrestle Kingdom. And apparently what was not only the clean loss, but it was apparently the shortest match Okada's had in the past few years at the Dome. It's like 14 minutes. So yeah, like because normally
because they had a packed card though.
It really was. It was. Oh my gosh,
It wasn't even stacked. It was packed. I mean,
There was so much on there. There was so much on that card.
Yeah, and the thing was is like even some of their big matches like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
That match was short.
Yeah. That was like 9 minutes. Like the shortest match on that card. We talked about the shortest match on the card was the junior tag match, the 3-way for the junior tag match. That was 6 minutes. It was like 6 minutes and like 28 seconds. Okada's match was like 14 minutes. The first match was like Ospreay Ibushi was like, it was like 20 minutes. The main event was 39 minutes, 14 seconds. 39 minutes. Which is nothing new for either of them, but anyway.
Tanahashi is the king of the Dome, man. You know that.
I know. I don't know why I thought. Here's another thing that kind of gave it away. I thought for sure. I didn't doubt Tanahashi. Okay, that's bullshit. I was saying I didn't doubt Tanahashi was going to win. That's complete horseshit. I didn't think it was going to win. I'm thinking okay, but then I thought, well, Kenny's leaving. At the same time, there's rumors of Kenny leaving.
Yeah, but Kenny's contract wasn't up until like the end of January.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to have a match. They would have like another match at the beginning, but that didn't happen. The point is that this match, I'm going to look at it like a WWE mindset. It's going to get dragged down. Like if New Beginning last year, Tanahashi got stretchered out after getting his knee torn to shreds by Minoru Suzuki. That was last year. That match, I thought for sure his career was over. Of course, I was blatantly wrong because he ended up.
Because you looked at it last WWE match.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, I look at it the whole situation like a WWE situation.
By the end of the year, Tanahashi's going to be right back in the main event because he's winning the G1, and he's going to go on to main event the Tokyo Dome, and he's going to beat Kenny Omega.
Which, like I said, mind you, like I said, my partner did say all that. He said all of that. And I sat there and I sat here dumbfounded when he won the G. I was at work. I sat at work dumbfounded when he pinned Ibushi in the G1, and I'm like, and the one thing I thought as soon as he pinned him, I was like, fuck you, Donovan, for being right.
Well, I'm a New Japan guy. I've been watching Big Japan since Bob Staff was good.
Exactly. Me, I'm just like.
And we're ignoring those terrible days when Bob Staff and Brock Lesnar were champions.
Yeah, like I said, I've only been watching New Japan for 2 years now, but I watched the amount of content I watched in that 2 years is ridiculous. I watched an insane amount of content. I really have. I really have. So.
I watch all the content.
So, like I said, pretty sure Tanahashi's going to win. I'm like 90% sure. 95% sure he's going to win. Although Jay White is going to look to destroy Tanahashi's knee. Gedo is going to somehow get involved. Speaking of Gedo, he is 50. He turned 50 this week. So congratulations to the Rain Taker, the Playmaker, the Traitor. The Rain Taker, okay. All right, the Rain Taker, Gedo, is turned 50 years old this week. So happy birthday.
The Drought Maker.
The Drought Maker.
There you go. That actually works. That's good.
Yeah, the drought maker is 50 years old. Happy birthday to Ghetto. So yeah, and then so Tanahashi's gonna win. He's gonna win somehow, and then
What do you mean somehow? The man is the absolute greatest wrestler on the planet today. He is going to win because he is the ace.
yes,
The 1 in 1,000 pounds. You could have 1,000 guys lined up against the Tanahashi to be the one that wins them all.
yeah, and that's speaking from experience, people. I've seen it, tried doubting it before, and it didn't work out for me. So now I have to make sure I don't do that again. Anyway,
I was trolling this man over and over and over and over from the start of the G1 to the end of the G1. I kept posting pictures of Tanahashi holding the briefcase, and then I kept posting pictures after. And along with that were pictures of him as an IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Hey, guess what, Isaac? Both of those are what's happening. What happened?
he won them both. He won the case, and he won the title.
I told
Couldn't
you
believe it.
he was the ace with the case that's going to beat Kenny Omega and become the face.
Couldn't believe it.
And he's
Here's what I say I couldn't believe it. I said I couldn't believe it not because I didn't think it could happen. I couldn't believe it because it happened. I didn't doubt that it could happen. I was like, that this can't be. This is like, not that he's not going to win it. I was like, I didn't believe he couldn't win it. I had a feeling he could win it. I just was like, there's no way. Like this.
There's every way.
There's no way they're gonna do it. Like, because I thought for sure with everything in my being, I thought Ibushi was gonna win that thing. And then Ibushi won the never openweight title and then lost it. But that's not the point.
He was injured.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think Ibushi was supposed to lose. I think Ibushi was supposed to lose.
And then now you
that
gotta.
that fucking when he hit his head off his chin off of that turnbuckle post, and then that fucking jarring ass shot in the back of the head. That's what did it.
Yeah. So now I'm waiting for Ibushi's return. So I got one return down. One to go. Actually, well, what's the other two? What's the two?
Ibushi and Hiromu.
Yes. Actually, that's right. So one down, two to go. There were three returns I was looking forward to this year. Rosemary, check. Now we need Hiromu and Ibushi, and then I'll be good. Everything will be right with my wrestling world.
I can't wait for Mr. Trophy to return.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's missing both of its wings, but it's still there.
Yeah. Thanks. Blame Naito for that.
Thank you, Naito. Fucking asshole. I'm sorry. That's not. And then Hiromu's gonna win Junior Tag League, or at least get a shot.
He's gonna somehow find a way. When he gets back, I don't think it's gonna be immediate, but he's gonna find his way back to the title. And hopefully Ishimori is still champion, because if you didn't watch their match between Hiromu and Ishimori at the Best of the Super Junior final, holy shit, did you miss a match?
Can I just say that in the last few years, TNA had both Ishimori and Sonata?
Yeah, they did actually. Ishimori was actually Impact the X Division champion for a while.
So was Sonata.
Oh,
Twice.
there you go.
But look what they're doing now.
They're doing better. Not that they were treated wrong at Impact, but they're doing better where they're at. Right.
Well, actually, Ishimori was kind of treated like a jobber at Impact.
Oh.
Sonata really wasn't. He actually had a better role, but it still wasn't. I mean, you look at him now and look at him and you're like, yeah, they totally did what they were doing. They totally did. I mean, they had Tyler Black at one point.
They did.
In 06, they Tyler Black. And you look at it now and they wouldn't have known what kind of shit they had on their hands, you know?
I know, but here's the thing: you can't blame I don't want to blame. We're gonna close this out after this. I'm not gonna blame certain companies for.
Don't blame Dixie Carter.
Okay, yes, you can blatantly. Speaking of that, What Culture
trying to hire WWE guys.
What Culture did a post on 7 things AEW could learn from TNA. One of those things on there was, I can't remember what exactly it was, but they said, basically it said, don't make it about them. Like, and they referenced to Dixie Carter. I think it was number 2 on the list. They referenced to how Dixie Carter was making it about her. And how you can't do that. How if the Young Bucks and how the Young Bucks.
Oh, you're talking about Dixieland.
Yeah. It was like they're making it about themselves, about them. You can't do that. And then there's that, and then they said the number one thing they had. Now I know how much you like Vince Russo, but the number one thing they said was say don't hire Vince Russo. That was like the number one thing on the list. So.
Nothing wrong with Vince Russo.
I don't know. I mean, you have to ask the guys from What Culture. They made the list.
There's a lot of unfair blame, like when Dixie Carter hired him. He was trying to turn it over. He had a lot of power. Back in 2 to 06, he was the head writer guy for a long time. Him and Scott DeMore and Raven.
Anyway, like I was saying, but I'm not going to blame Impact or any wrestling company for that matter. I'm not going to blame any wrestling company for not knowing what they had at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said about Tyler Black and Impact and what he's now he's Seth Rollins in WWE.
Cody Rhodes now.
I know, this is the same thing. I'm not going to blame them for that. I don't think that's fair.
WWE didn't know what they had with Kenny Omega. Impact didn't know what they had with the Bucks.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Impact didn't know what they had with the Bucks. WWE didn't know what they had with Cody. I thought they did, but they didn't. They ended up not knowing. There's an infinite amount of companies with infinite amount of stars. They said they didn't know what they had with who pick a name. So I'm not going to blame them for that. I don't think that's fair. But the thing is, what you can't be grateful for is what they got now. What they got now is you need to build off of. Okay?
But you know what TNA's biggest loss ever was?
What?
AJ.
Yeah.
They should have bent over backwards to keep AJ Styles. And he should have been the face of the company.
Yeah, that was...
AJ Styles was a Vince Russo guy. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Dixie
that
never
was...
saw his work as being a mentor.
Yeah, that was a big thing. So, but so anyway, bottom line is all these companies. I'm not going to blame them for not knowing what to do with the talent they had at the moment. Save for Dixie Carter and AJ Styles. That's the only one. I blame Dixie Carter for the fact that AJ didn't stay in Impact, but he went on to have a hell of a career in Japan. So,
but the thing is that Billy Corgan could have turned Impact around because he had the ability to do it.
Look at what he's doing in NWA. I don't think anybody.
And anybody who's an Impact fan wanted Billy Corgan to run it because he was turning the thing around. Remember the DCC? Remember how entertaining they were?
Oh, yeah.
Billy Corgan.
Eddie Kingston, James Storm, and Bram. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. There you go. So, anyway, let's get to these final thoughts. I got a rotisserie chicken that's been sitting over there and it's calling my name. So, what? Not later. God. Sorry. By the way, Jamie, I can't think. I'm trying to think of that Johnny Cash's speaking voice. I can only think of his singing voice. So.
It kind of sounds like, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Johnny Cash."
I think. Oh, Evil Ways AJ is better. Evil Ways AJ is better than the other AJ. Than the Get Ready to Fly AJ. Yeah, Get Ready to Fly. Evil Ways AJ is better than Get Ready to Fly AJ in Impact.
Remember, they called him Phenomenal AJ.
Yeah, I like that. I like Evil Ways AJ. It's darker.
Evil Ways AJ or Bullet Club AJ?
Ooh, that's a tight one. I gotta go. I'm gonna go. That's a tough one. That's a good one. Evil Ways AJ or we should ask Breon that on tonight. Evil Ways AJ or Bullet Club AJ. Oh man, what do you say?
Evil Ways.
Yeah.
He had more character. Just as Bullet Club AJ, he had more. He was more main evented.
Yeah, I gotta go Evil. Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Evil Ways AJ, he had more like there was more story to him. Like you didn't know what he was gonna do, or if he just
he was basically that rare occasion where you're a neutral character versus the hero face.
Yeah, he was like the way I look at Evil Ways AJ, I kind of look at the Punisher in a sense like he's not a good.
Really, I always thought more of the Revenger.
He's not really a villain or hero. He's just doing what he's doing because it's the way he does it.
He's focusing on himself and just getting the job done.
Exactly.
That's right or wrong.
Exactly.
The Bullet Club. He was a bad guy.
Right. He was a bad guy as Bullet Club in the Bullet Club. So.
It's still a good question.
It's a very good question. It's a very wonderful question. So, right. So, final thought. Let's get into these final thoughts. What have you got?
My final thoughts are tune in to Gold Card this Sunday to see Golden Warrior and Midas get their rematch clause at the titles. And I want to say that Golden Warrior, so you didn't see the match because you were busy and you can't watch it now. You were kicking out of everything. I mean, like everything. Chad Thibodeau tried everything to put you down. Dragons and Drake Chris will have to lock out. I mean, like at some point, it's just instinctual to kick out, but you can't kick out on this division. You were fighting on pure heart and just instinct at that point. And I'm not saying anything bad because you took a hell of a punishment and just kept kicking out of everything.
Jamie says, if you can't think of a Johnny Cash voice, just say when you leave, goodbye, I'm Sleepy Isaac. Okay, I can do. That I'll do for you. I'll do that just for you, Jamie.
And don't worry, I'll take later on when I'm uploading the clip, I'm going to take that. So at the end of every show Isaac does, Jamie, you'll be able to hear the voice clip.
Okay, fair enough.
That'll be Jamie's birthday present. At the end of any show, he wants to hear you say it again. Just put that in there.
There. Okay, so my final thoughts are simple. Calling it tonight during Allie's match with Kiera Hogan, Rosemary does make an appearance. If not Rosemary, considering the fact that next week is Uncaged, they're going to need more matches for that. The only two matches that are announced are the heavyweight or the world title match between Impact and Cage, and there's a street fight between Tessa Blanchard and Taya Valkyrie for the Knockouts title. I hope Tessa wins it so we can finally put this fucking thing to bed. However, I'm pretty sure they're going to need more matches, so I'm calling it tonight. Rosemary shows up. Su Yung shows up to set up a match between either Rosemary shows up during the match between Kiera Hogan and Allie to set up a match between Allie and Rosemary next weekend on Uncaged. Calling that now. Like that, something goes down between Rosemary and Allie tonight that sets up a match for them next week at Uncaged. Yes, Rosemary is better than Becky Lynch, character-wise. Although, on the two planes of existence they are in, Rosemary being in the independent plane and Becky Lynch being on the mainstream plane, I like them both, but one over the other, Rosemary. That's how that goes. So yeah. So with that being said,
he's also being biased, but yes.
Can you really blame me? I mean, come on.
Yeah, but okay, Allie or Rosemary.
can't say both. I can't. Well, I was about to say.
Oh,
I was gonna say respond by saying Demon Bunny, but that's not a right answer.
but they're two different characters because okay, you want to use Demon Bunny as a reference? Okay, fine. All the Rosemarys and all the Alley characters. Which one?
Rosemary characters. Shit.
It's biased bastard.
I just proved your point, didn't I? God damn it.
Cherry Bomb, Soulless Sally. I don't care if they're calling her DNA, and fucking just regular Alley are all on there. And fucking.
Although I do like Cherry
Alley.
Bomb. I do like Cherry Bomb.
But to me, Cherry Bomb wins because she had a much, like, no offense to Rosemary, she has multiple characters.
She does.
As far as Allie, you know, like, we all know that this Doug Alley or whatever they're calling her, you know, Demon Alley, is just a temporary thing. But the Cherry Bomb character,
Yeah, that was
has a lot more layers to it. It's just a really well defined.
that was her for years. She was that way for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, and Rise Demon versus Cherry Bomb, it is no contest, Cherry Bomb.
Courtney Rush or Laura Dennis. That's literally the. God damn it. It's the same thing. They're this. Courtney Rush or Laura Dennis. They're this idiot.
No, they're not. Because if you look at their matches, they were the same character, but then they had a whole different.
Well, in that case, Courtney Rush. She was the Canadian.
Yeah, Courtney Rush is better.
Anyway, but with that being said,
Rise Demon or Demon Assassin?
well, first of all, the multiverse will explode if they ever were in the same place at the same time. Although they were, so I'm kind of surprised the universe didn't explode.
But which one?
Rise Demon would do more. It's more dastardly and nefarious than Impact Demon.
But Demon Assassin is trying to destroy Paradise Lost.
Yeah, because of trying to, yeah. I don't know, but like I said, Impact Verse doesn't have Demon Assassin doesn't have any backup though. But she is the boss demon though. I don't know. There's a lot of layers to that. There's a lot of layers to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that great. Like, you can just go back and forth with yourself until you're doing it.
There's a lot of layers to this story. I'm telling you, if you're not watching this story or just
all I'm saying is
a
that
lot.
Cherry Bomb is Allie's absolute best gimmick ever, and she is better.
Jamie says they came from different holes.
Yeah, they came from different holes to be earthbound.
So anyway, so with that being said, we're gonna close it out. Close it out here. Thanks, Donovan. Thank you, Karen, for being on the show from when you were on here. And
Jamie.
yeah, thanks, Jamie, for your input. Really appreciate
I want to
it.
hear the news story about how you were streaking down the road for your birthday because you lost a bet.
Yeah, please just don't. We really want to hear more from you. With that being said, we'll talk to you guys later. And with that being said, goodbye. I'm Sleepy Isaac. Peace. Can't believe I actually said it. Y'all stay golden.
So yeah, WVPW is still interesting because you're like in